Hello everybody, welcome back to the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. We are jumping right into the Premier A class. Fastest PS4 riders in the game, just a minute and a half away from getting Heat 1 underway. FTE Moto is definitely a guy to look out for. We also have Young Boink, your fastest qualifier from the 3 qualifying sessions, running a 1:55 on Washougal. He is possibly the favorite coming into this championship. Definitely look out for him to be making big moves. However, you can't count out some of these guys. DP8 Honda qualified higher than 8th. He should be running the number 3, I believe. Moto Patrol stepped it up over the last couple weeks. Look out for him. Make some moves. Top 5 for sure. Pulling in Mikola as an alternate. Number 25. Ureki Turtle stepping it up also in this heat, looking to make some big moves. Going in to the mains. Then Buns, YouTube Blitz, despite being the 10th fastest qualifier, definitely could be challenging for a Moto win when the main motos come around. We are 23 seconds away from the Heat 1 gate drop for this A class. Stacked, Ajmore has left the game. Not sure what has happened there. We might have to just add him into the LCQ. Unable to restart this Heat 1, so Tajmore is going to have to go into the LCQ. We are on the gate for Heat 1 in the A class. We're about to see who's going to get the jump in this Premier class. Fastest guys on PS4. Let's spectate MXvsATV right off the start. Got a nice gate on the inside. We'll see how he does. Nearly gets a good jump. Maybe nicks the gate. Gotta find himself in the mid-pack off the start. See if he can make his way up, getting corners. MXvsATV with a solid start despite being 21st fastest qualifier. Looking good right now in second place with a qualifying transferring spot into the mains. Gonna try and get our way into the chrome cam and move on. We got DP8 Honda in 7th. YouTube Blitz, one of the fastest guys in this A class, finding his way in 9th. We'll see if he can make his way back up into the top 5. AD Man 38. AD Man is in this lobby. His brother Omar is in second heat. Both very top fast guys. I also had a brother on the Xbox tournament yesterday who came top 3 in the championship. Just a fast group of brothers. KD Man 38 in 3rd, looking solid so far in Heat 1. Try and make our way up to the front of the pack. Moto Patrol in 8th. Right now, FTE Moto and Young Boink, both Yamaha riders battling it out for the first position in Heat 1. This is going to be a 8-lap heat. Top 5 make it into the main motos in both heats. And we will move on to the LCQs and we will take 2 from there. Young Boink has found his way into the number 1 spot, followed by FTE Moto. On the sideline, Ureki Turtle in 10th. Ben Buns in 11th. Moto Patrol trying to make the pass on Tomas. Making his way into 7th, Tomas at 8th. In the final transfer spot currently is MXvsATV in 5th. 6th place is DP8 Honda. 4th place, YouTube Blitz has made his way from the back of the pack into a transferring spot. Look out for Blitz to make his way up even further, and in the main motos possibly challenge for a moto win and even a championship. 3rd place, KD Man, going super solid thus far. In front of him is FTE Moto and Young Blank. Blank may be opening up a gap on this field. Moto Patrol in 7th. Gotta get 2 more positions if he wants to go straight into the main motos. FTE Moto in 2nd, and it looks like Young Blank has opened up a gap of about a second or 2 over FTE Moto. Both riders looking smooth in Heat 1. Young Boink, nice scrub after the finish. super smooth and solid. Ola, Ireki Turtle battling. 11th is Ben Buns. 8th place, Tomas having some struggles in the back of the pack. McCullough goes down right behind him. Alex is a Tiger still maintaining that final transfer spot in 5th. Solid ride by Alex thus far. See if he can hold on to it throughout the duration of this heat. 8 Honda in 6th, just behind Alex is a Tiger. 2 Blitz in 3rd, absolutely railing that berm before the 10 Commandments. YouTube Blitz is on another level, trying to make his way up to FTE Moto, looking solid on that Honda. Coming up to the tree jump, we'll see if he can catch FTE Moto and make the pass for 2nd. Thank you, guys. Oh, and Blitz down hard. That might allow 4th place to catch back up, maybe. Saw the name come in the frame a little bit. Looks like Katie Man is coming in hot. Trying to make that pass on Blitz. We'll see if he can do it. Gotta find the line, pick one, rip it. Kitty Man going inside but bounces to the outside. YouTube Blitz, nice scrub over that tabletop going into the Kawasaki banner jump. Little Oppo whip for the fans. Kitty Man in 4th. Nicola back in 10th. Moto Patrol 6th. Just outside of the transfer spot, we'll see catch the 5th place spot, which I believe is Alex is a Tiger. Get confirmation on that when they come. Alex is a Tiger. Alex is a Tiger still maintaining that 5th place spot. Moto Patrol slightly going to the right of that yellow barrier. Kind of tough to avoid that when you're in race mode. Definitely the trickiest line to avoid on this track. Moto still holding down 2nd, not sure how far behind Blitz is. Try and find him. Young Boink, meanwhile, absolutely checked out. So far, definitely like he's going to be the man to beat today at this championship. He showed up and he's ready to absolutely fly. He's showing it in this heat. Young Boink, fastest qualifier on the Washugo qualifying sessions. Absolutely dominating so far in Heat 1, looking good on that Yamaha, throwing a little Oppo whip into the sand sweeper. We're going to take a look back at some other riders. Ireki in 7th. In Buns to 11th. Tomas falling back to 10th. Alex is a Tiger on that Kawasaki, maintaining the 5th place spot. Nice little whip going into that corner. Gonna nick that barrier and slow him down a little bit. That might allow Moto Patrol to gain some ground on him. Like he's still holding on to it pretty well so far. Alex is a Tiger coming up on KD Man, trying to make the pass for 4th and solidify his spot into the mains, but it looks like he's going to make a mistake. And Alex is a Tiger jumping over that little triple, jumping over that little tiny step up. Alex is a Tiger trying to get one more spot and solidify his position into the main motos. Alex is a Tiger still holding down the 5th place spot. Tomas, 9th. 11th place. Striking in 7th. Young Boink out front. All Young Boink. No problems here for number 1 of Young way in here. FTE Moto. It looks like YouTube Blitz has made the pass on FTE Moto, taking that 2nd place spot in Heat 1. Both riders looking pretty good overall. Blitz can get a start in these motos. Definitely look out for him to take a moto win, possibly the championship. Moto looking good. He could challenge for a top 5 spot in the main as well. 6th place is Moto Patrol trying to track down Alex is a Tiger. Just in front of Moto Patrol, Alex is a Tiger is right there. I believe Moto Patrol is definitely catching Alex is a Tiger. Especially Alex is a Tiger just going off that track. That's going to allow Moto Patrol to gain more ground. Moto Patrol's got to avoid that yellow barrier line in the future laps. Not looking good. Moto Patrol has caught up to Alex is a Tiger. Alex Patrol trying to take the inside line. Moto Patrol is going to go down hard, allowing Alex is a Tiger to pull away and maintain that 5th and final transfer spot. Oh, and Miraki Turtle trying to make a move for that 6th place spot and move forward. Coming through the 10 Commandments, Moto Patrol got his eyes set on Alex is a Tiger, trying to take that final transfer spot, but Miraki Turtle is also coming into the mix. Solid riding, trying to make some moves. Track is absolutely beat up. Race. Miraki Turtle coming in hot. Possibly gonna make the pass on Moto Patrol if Moto Patrol does not get moving. Miraki Turtle up the inside. Can he do it? Oh, he's gonna blow out like 4 lines. Miraki Turtle. Battle for the final transfer spot is underway. 3 guys. Who's gonna get it by the time this race concludes? Moto Patrol might get reset. Oh, yeah, that was a close one. Close one for Moto Patrol. Almost gets the hard reset. Jumping into that corner. Moto Patrol mistake. Big mistake by Moto Patrol. Oh, Alex is a Tiger. That was pretty. That was a tough line that Alex is a Tiger just took. Might have been a result of getting a little squirrely, which is gonna be tough to challenge against that. Happens when you're in race mode. Get a little squirrely, it should be okay. But Miraki Turtle's gonna come on that inside and take that line. You guys are all over the place, battling it out for a top spot in motos. But it is Moto Patrol going around Alex's Tiger, finding the momentum through the 10 Commandments. Miraki Turtle gets stuck on the barriers, and then Moto Patrol is now inside top 5, giving him a transfer spot into the main motos. Alex is a Tiger had a couple mistakes, which would allow Moto Patrol to catch up to him even more. Now Moto Patrol is holding on to that final transfer spot in Heat 1. Young Boink has on to the final lap. Bullet and Kitty Man still holding on the 4th spot. Pretty consistent on the sides there. U2 Blitz in 2nd. Solid on the number 10 Honda. DP8 Honda back in 8th. Alex is a Tiger and Miraki Turtle challenging each other for the 6th place spot, but it looks like Moto Patrol is starting to form a gap over these 2 riders, and Alex is a Tiger is going to get hung up in that rut. Tomas in Bin Buns 11th. Miraki Turtle in 6th, but I don't believe he will have enough time to try and make a pass on Moto Patrol. Get that transfer spot. Young Boink absolutely railing. Doing the no-footer. Showing off a little bit. Absolutely railing. He is ripping for sure. Young Boink showing off for the live stream, looking good on this final lap. Young Boink is gonna be your Moto Heat 1 winner. Move on to the main motos. Continuing to do those no footers, spoting it out. Young Boink is your Heat 1 winner in dominating fashion, followed by U2 Blitz, FTE Moto in 3rd. Keep watch on Moto Patrol. I'm not sure he'll be there in time to finish. I believe he is going to take final transfer spot in. And to get a confirmation on these positions, top 5 that move on straight away. Young Boink taking the win. It looks like he ran a 1:23. Absolute blazing lap time by Young Boink. U2 Blitz in 2nd. FTE Moto 3rd. Katie Man 38 in 4th. And Moto Patrol is going to take your 5th and final transfer spot. Miraki Turtle just falling short. Everybody else is going to have to move on to the LCQ for their last shot at making it into the main moto. We're going to take a quick intermission, and we will be right back for Heat 2 of the A-Class at the Loretta Lynn's Online Champion. Welcome back, everybody. We are 50 seconds away from getting Heat 2 in the A-Class underway. This Heat is absolutely stacked looking at it. So many top guys that could be top 5 in a main moto, ranging from Steezy, Hubert Outdoors, MXvsATV, Omar Johnson, Daily, Vortex, Juicy J, Junior Spirit, even Take Rats. Nearly everybody in this Heat right now could challenge for a spot in the top 5. But only take 5 from the heats, so who going to go straight through from the heats? Who is going to have to try their luck in the LCQs? Absolutely stacked Heat 2. So many fast guys. Out for Steezy to make his way into one of those transfer spots. Uber Outdoors has been stepping it up. MXvsATV all the way from the UK along with Vortex. Look out for them to absolutely go up. Throw down some speed today. We're going to spectate Junior Spirit off the start in this LCQ, or not LCQ, Heat 2. Junior Spirit, a little bit of an outside game. We'll see if he can get a jump. He's definitely one to watch. Never really played online before. I believe he just started playing online at the beginning of this tournament. He has absolutely stepped it up. One of the top guys in this A-Class event. Challenging for a Moto win most likely, and maybe even a championship also. Bad start, however, in Heat 2, and he is going to get a major reset. Junior Spirit, back of the pack. Top guy coming into this event is now in the back of the pack. We'll see if he can catch up. Making our way towards the front, we got Team Kratz. Solid ride so far on the first lap. Lands him in 4th. MXvsATV just in front of him. I believe that might be Steezy in 3rd. We'll have to check that. Ricky Van Catlick, 5th place, holding the final transfer spot on lap 1. Ballistic 8th. Trying to make our way towards the front, and it's going to be Vortex all the way from the UK. Lap 1 leading the way. Number 14, we'll see if he can hold it down. Ricky Van Catlick 7th, 6th. Ballistic now holding the top 5 spot. Spirit trying to make his way through. Bailey, another top rider, back of the pack. Omar Johnson can definitely land himself a Moto win in this event. Now running 2nd in Heat 2. Blazing speed behind Vortex 21. Looks like he's going to make that pass. We're going to go into ground cam and try and get some battles, better view of them. Omar's going to come through that finish line first. Steezy, rough go for Steezy on lap 1 in 11th. Definitely has the speed to run top 5 in this heat. We'll see if he can make his way back up. Right now, Schubert Outdoors in 6th is going to make the pass on Juicy J. Coming up on a Husqvarna, I believe that is Ballistic in the 5th and final transfer spot. We'll see if Schubert can make the pass. And it looks like he does. Absolutely shreds around that outside berm, passing Ballistic, but is going to fly off that berm and allow Ballistic to get back up next to him side by side. Schubert inside, Ballistic outside. Who's going to get it? Ballistic is going to get a reset, and Schubert is now in the final transfer spot. Up front, MXvsATV and Vortex, both 2 riders from the UK, battling it out in 1 and 2 spots. Omar Johnson must have made a mistake that caused him to go down. Vortex moving towards the back of the pack again, now in 4th. Who is in 2nd place? We're going to take a look. Ballistic falling back to 8th. Austin H. Moto trying to make his way up, and now Daily. Daily is in 10th. Second fastest qualifier, struggling in 10th. T. Kratz. We've seen T. Kratz over the course of the last couple weeks, and T. Kratz has absolutely stepped it up in this event. Now running 2nd, gonna possibly lose the position to Omar. No worries though, T. Kratz has been absolutely flying. We've seen him in some pub lobbies. Stepped it up for sure. He is ready to race and get into these main motos and challenge for a top 5 position. T. Kratz, number 11, is absolutely flying right now. With some of the top guys in the game. Don't sleep on T. Kratz, he is ripping right now. Junior Spirit from last 5th. Trying to maintain that transfer spot. He's going to hit that barrier and allow Schubert to get around him, and maybe Juicy J. Juicy J, Schubert Outdoors, and Junior Spirit 3 wide. Gotta stay on the track. Junior Spirit holding strong, trying to make his way towards the front of the pack. Definitely a rider that can challenge for a win in the main motos as long as he can make it through. AR Spirit is flying right now. Juicy J trying to go to the inside and make the pass stick. It's nearly side by side going through the 10 commandments. Juicy J going inside. Spirit outside. Who is going to get it? Junior Spirit has the momentum. Go Juicy, hitting that barrier. Take a look up front. Daly still struggling towards the back of the pack. 9th place and is going to smoke the tree. Daly going down with Steezy right behind him. Steezy struggling towards the back of the pack as well. Like I said, he has the speed to run in the top 5. He was doomed with a bad start and is now struggling in the back with Daly. Omar Johnson now in 2nd. I believe that is MXvsATV out front pulling away. We can check that out. Easy and Daly going back and forth, and Ballistic falling back after having himself in a top 5 spot. Bunch of battles going on throughout this race. Schubert in 7th. 1st place, MXvsATV from the UK, helmet cam rider. He is flying right now. Oh, he's going to hit the barriers. Goosey for 8. Vortex is in 3rd, and number 8 of Omar is in 2nd. Ricky Van Katwick had a solid start, but is now finding himself in 12th. Ballistic 10th. Austin H 11th. Pete Kratz just 1 spot outside of a transfer position. Not sure who that is in front. I believe that is the number 4 of Junior Spirits, possibly. Gonna be tough to get around him, but maybe he can make some moves and get up there. Pete Kratz is ripping right now. Definitely holding his own, showing up. He's got Juicy J right in front of him. Might be able to make a pass on Juicy J. We'll see what happens, but Juicy J is holding his own against Junior Spirit, one of the top guys coming into this event. Looking solid. Side by side, Junior Spirit falling back into 5th. Spirit launching that jump. Outside, J inside. Over the tabletop and into the Thor Sweeper. Definitely battling out these 2 guys. Daly in 7th, finally making his way towards the front. Finally making his way towards the transfer spot, and he might make the pass on T. Kratz. Daly, a helmet cam rider as well, loves these ruts. Side by side, nearly over that tabletop, trying to take the spot from T. Kratz and move his way into a transfer spot ahead. Oh, and T. Kratz is going to go down. T. Kratz will lose at least 1 position after that crash. Daly has his eyes set on the guys ahead of him. He just needs 1 more position to get straight into the main motos. He's going to have to challenge either Juicy J. Oh, and Daly is going to crash from scrubbing too hard. A little bit of a line there that Daly took. Lost some time. Daly is going to have to try and catch Juicy J if he wants to go straight into the main motos. While Omar Johnson in 2nd, having a solid heat race. Going to fly off that berm, however. Allow MXvsATV to gain even more time out in the Easy in 9th. Of course, in 7th, MXvsATV absolutely checked out, trying to make a statement. He could be someone that could challenge Young Blank for this championship. Lucy has stepped it up over the course of this tournament and is looking good in this 2nd heat. Ripping around those outsides on the Husqvarna. Seen him ride the Yamaha a lot lately, but lately he said he's been loving this Husqvarna, so it looks like it's working out for him pretty well. Nice and smooth trip. The final laps race. MXvsATV is leading the way. Looks like a rider. I think that was Juicy J behind Vortex. Take a digger. Vortex in 4th. Going for the pass on Junior Spirit. Do it. What he does, it looks like he's going to take the position and shoot Junior Spirit off the right side of the track. Vortex now holding that 3rd spot just behind Omar Johnson. Omar Johnson is the brother of KD Man 38, who was in the Heat 1. Both riders have blazing speed. Definitely look out for them to challenge for a top spot in the main motos. Van Katwick back in 12th, Ballistic in 10th. Austin H in 11th, T. Kratz in 7th, still has some guys ahead of him. He could make the pass, get into those final transfer spots. Like Junior Spirit is continuing to battle with Vortex. Spirit coming back from last off the start after a huge reset, hitting that tree. But yeah, he was in a way outside. He was in last, had a huge reset. He's now found himself just inside. Transfer spot looking pretty solid. Couple mistakes, but those can be cleaned up for the main one. Overall, solid ride thus far by Junior Spirit. Juicy J in the final transfer spot. Daly falling off the pace back in 9th. Struggle for him. He's probably going to have to try his hand at the LCQ and get in. Mark Johnson in 2nd. A little bit of a ways behind Goose. Try and find the rider in 6th if he's close. At all close. And it looks 6th right behind Juicy J. Has enough time to catch Juicy J before Hubert Outdoors having a solid ride, however just outside of a transfer spot. But MXvsATV is the name of the game in Heat 2. Absolutely flying. All MXvsATV, the number 5, 5th fastest qualifier from the qualifying sessions the past 3 weeks. Solid run in Heat 2. Definitely could make a run for Boink in this championship. Take a look back. Vortex still holding down 3rd place, looking solid. Slightly behind Omar Johnson. All 3 riders are going to go straight into the main motos if they can hold their position as of now. Ricky Van Catwick in 12th. 10th is Ballistic. Austin H 11th. T-Kratz and Steezy battling for the 7th place spot. Just slightly out of a transferring position. Steezy is going to try and make that move on T-Kratz, and it looks like he's going to go around the outside, possibly through the tree jump. Steezy is going to wad it next to the tree jump. Junior Spirit coming from last, now inside the top 5. Got a transfer spot, looking good. About to end this race in about a lap or so. Junior Spirit 4th, super fast. Expect him to be a top 5 rider in the main motos if all goes well in this heat. UCJ continuing to hold down the 5th place position, looking good himself. Solid ride so far. Looking solid, looking Daly. One point was challenging for a top 5 position. Now found himself struggling in the back of the pack once again in the 9th place spot. He is gonna have to go to the LCQ and try his hand again. He is your 2nd fastest qualifier coming into the A class. Does not matter, however. We've seen that throughout this tournament, yesterday and today. Top guys can struggle. Last race in the B class, Justin Barnes was your 1st overall qualifier in the B class and did not make it in through the LCQ. So just because you have a high qualifying number, does not mean you're going to have luck in motos. You gotta find your consistency, mix it with some speed, get a good start on this rough and rutted Loretta Lynn's track. Mark Johnson holding it down in 2nd. We're going to try and get Goosey on the screen, get him coming through the finish line. Here he is. Nice whip by Goosey over that tabletop, through the Kawasaki banner. Another nice whip, looking good. Absolutely flying around that stand sweeper. Getting a little huck-a-buck. MXvsATV, all the way from the UK. Number 5 is gonna take the Heat 2 win and do a little taunt. MXvsATV, dominating fashion. Look out for him in the main motos. Vortex in the 3rd place spot. Solid ride by Vortex. Also from the UK, him and Goosey are solid friends. Both know each other in real life, I believe. Pretty cool to see them out here duking it out. Vortex is going to be 3rd. That's Omar in 2nd up there. Junior Spirit coming from last and is going to find himself in 4th. Positions inside a transfer spot, and Juicy J will take your final transfer spot. We'll get confirmation on that right now on the leaderboard. And it is going to be MXvsATV taking the Heat 2 win, followed by Omar Johnson in 2nd, Vortex 3rd, Junior Spirit 4th, and Juicy J is going to take your 5th and final transfer spot in the Heat 2 A class. Hubert Outdoors is just going to fall short by about 2 seconds. Everybody else is going to have to go on to the LCQ and try their luck there. Bunch of fast riders, definitely going to be interesting. See how it plays out. We're going to take a quick intermission, and we will be right back for this insane LCQ ahead of us. Hello everybody and welcome back to the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship brought to you by MXoSports. We are just under 2 minutes away from an absolutely stacked LCQ. So many top riders in this A-class that did not make it straight in from the heats. Look out for Schubert Outdoors, Daly, Steezy, Pete Kratz, Alex is a Tiger, and possibly even Tomas will be some of the top riders in this LCQ to challenge for the top 2 spots. It is going to be an absolute dogfight. 5 laps. We only take 2 riders. Before this moto begins, I want to take this time to thank our partners, MXvsATV, Rainbow Studios, MX Sports, PHQ Nordic for helping us put this event together. They put up some pretty awesome prizes ranging from an official Loretta Lynn's 2-lap card in this A-class, a 1-year subscription to the FMF drop that is 12 t-shirts, 1 t-shirt per year that you cannot get anywhere else from FMF, an official Sunoco checkered flag, signed jerseys from a Thor Pro Motocross rider, a gold all-access pass for the 2020 Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross season, Rocky Mountain gift card, a Rocky Mountain water bottle, a Fox backpack, Monster Energy gift, and an MXvsATV t-shirt. So many prizes on the line for these guys. Who is going to get into the photos through this LCQ? We only take 2 guys. 5-lap LCQ ahead of us. Stacked gate. Who will it be? Comment in stream live chat. Who is going to be the top 2? Who's getting in there? Who's it going to be? Moto Professor says Steezy AF. He is confident that Steezy is going to make it in. We'll see. Steezy Epic Fate says Steezy. So far the favorite is Steezy coming into this LCQ. We'll see what he can do in this LCQ. Try and get over to one of the top riders. Get Honda, Tomas, Catwick, McCullough, Schubert. Young Boink says Schubert is gonna make it. Anthony Price, Steezy for the win. Gate is about to drop. The riders are ready. We got T-Crest on the far outside. We'll spectate him off the gate. Decent jump on the far outside. Gotta get over. Absolute dogfight coming into this first corner. T-Crest about a pack or so. Getting pushed back. Try and make our way up. Ballistic in 11th. Schubert Outdoors, but it looks like Nireki Turtle finding his way in the top 3, but it is McCullough and DP8 Honda so far running first and second. Easy AF, number 18, is in 3rd. Will be an absolute dogfight for the entire 5 laps. So much pushing and shoving to come for these riders. Who's it going to be? Who's going to make it stick? Daly, a top rider, back in 7th, gotta put his head down and push forward if he wants to make it inside that top 2. Just in front of him is Ricky Van Cavlick and Nicola 79. Ben Barnes back in 11th. Alex is a Tiger, challenging for a transfer spot in his heat, now in last place, nearly last place. Gotta put together a couple good laps and try and push through this pack if he wants to get forward. And somebody on a Husqvarna is gonna absolutely wad it going into the Sand Sweeper. Easy looks like he's in 2nd, just behind DP8 Honda. Big battle going on up front for the 1 and 2 position. Tomas in 6th. Ricky Van Cavlick 5th. Ola was up front, now finds himself back in 11th. Pete Kratz also challenged for a transfer spot in his heat, now back in 7th, trying to push forward. Ricky Van Cavlick is going to hit that barrier. Ballistic in 3rd. Ballistic was pulled in as an alternate. I believe he is your 2nd alternate, now trying to challenge for a transfer spot to get into the main motos. On DP8 Honda's tail and is going to make the pass stick. Easy, I believe that is out front. Ballistic coming with the momentum through the 10 Commandments, looking good. Might be able to make the pass on Steezy. Getting close, side by side nearly. We're going to put it in drone cam and try and get a good view of this battle going on. So far, so great. This LCQ is going awesome. Easy in 2nd, trying to make the pass on Ballistic and solidify his spot into the main set of motos. Ballistic has made the pass stick. Nice little whip going into the Thor Sand Sweeper. Steezy AF right behind him. who's in third. Looks like Schubert's in sixth, just behind T-Kratz. Fourth place is Miraki Turtle. Stacked LCQ of riders. Tough to see any of them not make it. All of them have so much talent on the game. All super fast. Right now, it is Steezy and Ballistic up front, top two, trying to solidify their spot to get into the main motos. D Daly still struggling in the back of the pack, flying over the berm. He gonna be frustrated if this is how the rest of his LCQ is gonna go. Easy pulling a little bit of a lead over Ballistic, looking good in this LCQ. Wants to make sure he gets into those main set of motos, repping that Kawasaki. Ballistic still hot on his trail though, could come back and make the pass. Doesn't matter either way, as long as these two stay where they are, they will be into the main set of motos. Both riders looking fast. Miraki in fifth. Schubert Outdoors in third, coming up quick. Definitely could get his head in there. Challenge for one of those top two spots. DP8 Honda also coming quick. Schubert Outdoors does not want to be done yet. Throw up and past that tree jump. It is now a three-way battle for first, second, and third. Schubert on the inside. Can he get the line? Ballistic is going to make a mistake and allow Schubert to get by. Schubert now takes the final transfer spot in this LCQ, just behind Steezy. We'll see if Steezy can hold on to first place. Heated battle, and Ballistic blows out all the lines, nearly runs into Schubert Outdoors. All three of these riders absolutely flying. One person is not going to make it though. He looks like he's going pretty solid. Schubert is trying to keep him in his sights. Schubert Outdoors goes inside, Steezy outside, nearly side by side coming through the finish. Both riders opened up about a second gap over Ballistic. Number 3 of DP8 Honda is in fourth, just slightly behind these two riders as well. And even further behind, 9 seconds behind the leader, is the number 11. Right now, it looks like Schubert Outdoors and Steezy are holding it together, but Ballistic is not done yet. He is coming for that final transfer spot. He does not want to quit racing for the rest of the day. Ballistic on the outside trying to rail at Schubert Outdoors, makes a mistake, and Ballistic is going to claim that spot back. Schubert Outdoors inside. Who is going to get it through the 10 Commandments? Nearly side by side, but it looks like Ballistic has the momentum. Schubert Outdoors is going to have to regroup and try and catch Ballistic if he wants to get into these main motos. Rubbing past Ballistic, he's going to take the second place spot back. Great racing in this A-Class LCQ. Ballistic is not done yet, trying to bounce back, but it looks like he's going to get slingshotted off the track. Easy, meanwhile, up front, still holding it down in the first place spot. He is not wanting to be done. Number 18 of Steezy, trying to get this LCQ win and make them main set of motos. Definitely him in the top 5 main motos despite him being in the LCQ. He has the skill, he has the experience. Definitely could see himself up front. Outdoors in second still. Should be the last lap of A-Class LCQ. Easy is the leader, followed by Schubert Outdoors. Pretty solid in second. If he maintains this position, he will be able to move on to the main set of motos with ease. Ballistic looks like he fell back a little bit. Both of these two riders looking super solid. This track is rough and rutted. It is so tough to find traction, not bounce around. You have to stay consistent if you want to do well in this race. That line is getting super smooth. The track breaks down and that S-turn gets smooth. You can absolutely rail it after the 10 Commandment. Such a sick line to rip. Outdoors doubling into this plateau. Right in front of them, not getting away too much. Both of these riders looking good as long as they can maintain composure the rest of this LCQ. Got some Xbox guys like rooting on their home system boy. Easy coming over from the Xbox, looking good in this LCQ on the PS4. On his way to winning the LCQ and making it into the main set of motos. Schubert Outdoors right behind him. Nobody to challenge the spot. Coming into the final corners, looking good. Looks like Steezy Gonna take the, oh, Schubert down. Gotta reset. That was a dangerous move by Schubert with that move. Schubert nearly gives his spot away with that trick at the end. However, it is going to be Steezy taking that LCQ win. Schubert is gonna take the second and final transfer spot in this LCQ. We'll take a look at everybody else when leaderboard pops up. Great job to all the riders in the A class. It is confirmed that Steezy is going to be your LCQ winner. Solid ride by him. Look out for him in the main set of motos. Schubert Outdoors is going to take the second and final transfer spot. Ballistic put up a hard-fought battle, but is just going to fall short, followed by DP8 Honda. Congratulations to all the guys for competing today in the A class. We're going to take a quick intermission, and then we will be back for Moto 1 of the Premier A class here at the Loretta Lynn's Online Champion. Hello everybody and welcome back to the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. We are just a short few moments away from getting this Premier A-Class Moto 1 underway. And now we're spectating Goosey. Definitely look out for him to be a Moto winner today and possibly take the championship. U2 Blitz, another guy with blazing speed. Other opportunity can definitely be one. Take a Moto win. Name is Goosey, take the championship. Moto Patrol, look for him to be inside the top 5. But right now, Young Boink just might be the favorite coming into this race. He is your fastest qualifier. Can somebody step up and take it away from him? Or will he prove why he is the number 1? Dominate the field. The guys to look out for is Vortex 2121 and Junior Spirit. Get a rider list once we get in to the lobby, the 2-minute countdown, and overview some of the racers. Absolutely stacked A-Class here on PS4. Race, these next 3 motos are going to be absolutely insane. 15 laps, but only one champion can prevail. Goosey J had a solid ride in his heat. Look out for him. It's all going to be about the start. You cannot override this track. Gotta find the flow. Find the flow. Get a good start. You are going to be sitting pretty good for these main. Easy LCQ winner. Has the speed and the experience to run up front. We'll see what he can do in Moto 1. FTE Moto, another guy who has stepped it up since the beginning of this event. It's hard to say, going through all these guys, and I'm saying they could all challenge for a top 5 spot. Each one of them could challenge for a top 5 spot. But it is true because this could go absolutely any way. All these guys are so fast. It's all going to be about the start. See what they can do. MX Goosey. He gets a good start. He will be a front runner. Junior Spirit. We've been talking to Junior Spirit. He said that he has not played online on this game until this event had started. He just started playing online, and he has qualified 4th from the qualifying sessions, and now one of the top contenders coming into this event. Look out for him to possibly take a Moto win and challenge for the championship. He has been blazing the speed all week, watching the pub lobbies. Definitely stepped it up. Number 4 of Junior. We are 47 seconds left in this countdown. We're A-Class here at the Loretta Lynn's online championship, and we are about to get it rolling. Schubert Outdoors also coming in here from the LCQ. Solid rider, look out for him. Like Young Boy, Junior Spirit, Moto Patrol getting some quick practice laps in before the gate drop. You don't need it though. All of them are super fast. Ready to get it rolling. Nerves got to be high. However, most of the guys in here have had a experience in a competitive motocross tournament, so most of them know what to expect coming into this race. Gotta stay focused, gotta stay consistent. Do not let the nerves get to you, otherwise it is going to bite you. We have the riders on the gate. The 30-second board is about to go up, and the gate is about to go down here at the Loretta Lynn's Online Championship Moto 1 of the A-Class. Who is going to take the win here in Moto 1? So many top riders. About to find out right now. Spectating. Steezy on the outside will take him. 2 from the far left. And he did a good jump. Looks like he just barely next to the gate. Still gets a pretty good jump. Steezy running 4th off the start. Bunch of top riders in the top 5. Steezy in 2nd right now. Looks like, not sure who that is up front. U2 Blitz in 4th or 5th. Then take a look up front. Goosey getting a solid start in 4th. Where is the number 1 of Young Boink? Mark Johnson in 7th. Another fast rider that could challenge for a top 3 spot. And number 1 qualifier, Young Boink in 5th. A decent start. See if he can make moves and get towards the front of the pack. This is going to be an absolute dogfight all the way through. So many fast guys here in this championship on PS4. Junior Spirit finding himself in the back of the pack once again and slams into the tree. Not the start that Junior Spirit wanted. Gonna have to put his head down and try and catch up. AD man brother of Omar Johnson in 11th. Stupid Outdoors second in the LCQ, now in 4th. Moto in the top 5, but it is YouTube Blitz out front on lap 1. Definitely a threat in this A-Class. We will see, and he is going to launch the Kawasaki banner jump. Will he make it? Just barely. YouTube Blitz absolutely sending the Kawasaki banner jump, but it is Moto Patrol and Omar Johnson right behind them. This is exactly the kind of start that YouTube Blitz needed and wanted. We'll see if he can utilize these beginning laps when they're smooth and form a lead against the rest of the pack. He was definitely a threat coming into this race, and he is on the move right now. Blitz out front. Where is Young Boink? FTE Moto in 5th, followed by Juicy J in 6th. Where is the number 1 of Young Boink? AD Man in 11th, Vortex in 10th, battling for another spot. Junior Spirit still in the back of the pack, trying to push forward. This is a stacked class. It is not going to be easy getting past anyone in this lobby. Young Boink in 7th, struggling about mid-pack. Gotta put his head down if he wants to make it to the front. Luckily, nobody is too far ahead, but it looks like looks like YouTube Blitz is slightly forming a gap. Young Boink needs to get around some of these guys as quick as he can if he wants to try and make a push to get YouTube Blitz. Young Boink in 7th behind. Looks like Stupid Outdoors crashed. 2 riders up ahead going through the Thor sweeper. Young Boink trying to get that inside line nice and smooth, and it looks like he pretty much does. Young Boink now in the top 5. Pushing onward. Can he continue to move forward against this stacked lobby? The 4 fast riders ahead of him. Second is Omar Johnson. Flying off the berm. FTE Moto in 3rd. And Blitz pulling away with a 4.2 second gap in Moto 1. Blitz is on the move. He is not messing around. He does not want to mess with these guys back here. He needs to get away. In 10th. MXvsATV, a top guy, back in 6th, struggling to make it through the guys in this lobby. All the way from the UK, Helmet Cam Rider is going to have to reset. MXvsATV making a push for these riders, and Junior Spirit also trying to make it through the pack. Moto Patrol, number 5 of Moto Patrol, solid ride thus far in 4th. FTE Moto is right behind them, followed by Stupid Outdoors. Vortex struggling in these rough ruts in 11th with KD Man. First place, YouTube Blitz throwing it nasty over that tabletop going into the Thor Sand Sweeper. Smooth. So far, YouTube Blitz is ripping. MXvsATV and FTE Moto battling it out with Junior Spirit just in front of them. Big battles going on in this stacked A-Class. Stupid Outdoors in 4th. Where is Young Boink? Is Young Boink still in 5th? 4-way battle. UCJ, Junior Spirit, FTE Moto. The Blitz come through the finish line in 1st still. Even bigger of a gap, now nearly 7 seconds on the number 8 of Omar Johnson. Like Young Boink has made his way into the 3rd spot, but we have a 5-way battle. So many fast riders, Juicy J, Steezy, Junior Spirit, Moto Patrol, FTE Moto. This just might be how it will turn out the entire race. Gotta stay to the left of that barriers, want to stay on the track. Don't go off the track and try and take the smooth line. Junior Spirit switching up from the outside, gets a little huckabuck. Still holding it down in 6th. He has come from last and has now found himself in 6th. Still plenty of laps to go before the end of Moto 1. He is looking pretty solid and very well move up in the pack even further if he stays consistent. Definitely has the speed. Gotta find the consistency. But Young Boink is on a move. Young Boink is now in 2nd. Will he be able to track down the number 10 of YouTube Blitz in Moto 1 of the A-Class? Young Boink flying through the Thor Sand Sweeper. YouTube Blitz already has an enormous gap. Going through the Kawasaki banner, and Young Boink probably about 8 seconds behind YouTube Blitz. It is gonna take a lot to try and catch YouTube Blitz in this Moto 1. Looks like YouTube Blitz might have made a mistake. Might have allowed Boink to gain a couple seconds. Boink launching that triple. Actually, only 5 seconds behind YouTube Blitz. Boink stays consistent very well. Could catch up to the number 10, take the Moto 1 win. While in the back, towards the back a little further, is Omar Johnson in third. Having a solid ride so far. There's Jay in 7th, followed by FTE Moto, and I believe that is Steezy in 9th. MXvsATV has made his way up to 5th, trying to make a pass on Schubert. He's going to try and take the line. Can he do it? MXvsATV up on the left side, Schubert to the right. Oh, and Goosey is going to get his front end taken out. Going to lose a couple seconds to Schubert outdoors. Got to regroup and try and make it forward even more. MXvsATV coming from the back a little bit, trying to push towards the top 3 spot. And we're going to go to the front. I believe Blitz and Young Boink are battling right now. YouTube Blitz has Young Boink hot on his trail. Possibly the 2 fastest riders in this race, battling it out for the top spot. Who is it going to be? And Young Boink is going to take the position from YouTube Blitz. Boink is on rails. Boink is definitely going to try and check out after that pass. Blitz was absolutely hauling, but a few mistakes must have been costly and allowed Young Boink to catch up to him. See if Blitz can make his way back up. And it looks like Boink has crashed. That's going to allow Blitz to gain a couple seconds on him. They're going to be right back up next to each other. We've seen all week that it does not matter what your qualifying number is. We've seen people higher than the number 10 like Blitz do better in their motos. Just because you did not qualify, and Boink is going to absolutely wad it and allow Blitz to go around. The number 10th fastest qualifier coming into this event in the A-Class, YouTube Blitz, is leading the way. He's got to try and stay consistent if he wants to take this Moto 1 win over Young Boink, because Boink is an absolute animal. Training all week, he has definitely stepped it up since the beginning of this event. Blitz getting a little squirrely. He's going to knock into that tree and crash, allowing Young Boink to go around him. Huge mistake by YouTube Blitz. Has about a 2-second lead or so. Both of these riders absolutely hauling. Take a look back towards the top 5 or so. FTE Moto is in 7th. 6th place is Schubert Outdoors, having a solid ride in one of the A-Class after qualifying through from the LCQ. 12th place KD Man. Definitely expected KD to be up there a little bit further, but still having a solid ride in the A-Class. Stacked lobby. Junior Spirit finding his way into the 5th place spot. He's got a couple riders ahead of him. I believe that's MXvsATV and Omar. You're gonna have to try stay consistent if he wants to catch those 2 fast riders. Young Boink and YouTube Blitz continuing to battle on in Moto 1 of this Premier A-Class. Both riders looking super fast. Going to be all about who stays consistent, and Young Boink struggling a little bit with that corner. Still maintaining first position though. YouTube Blitz and the rest of the pack. Mark Johnson in 3rd. How close is he to Blitz? Could he challenge for the 2nd place spot? Looks like he very well could. Only about the length of the S-turn is separating the 2. Mark Johnson has definitely stepped it up, and he's putting his head down, trying to stay in this podium position, possibly make a pass for that 2nd place spot over. Omar is going to get a huge reset, and that is going to allow Goosey to get even closer, possibly challenge for that podium position. Omar Johnson so far been pretty consistent, absolutely railing in the 3rd place spot. Gotta stay consistent in this rough and ruddy Loretta Lynn's track. Back and forth, front wheel, back wheel, whopping. Guys are hanging on for dear life. Goosey is going to absolutely scrub that tabletop and make the pass on Omar Johnson. Looks like Omar's going to make a pretty big mistake, and that's going to allow Goosey to go around him with ease. Junior Spirit coming into the frame and now making the pass on Omar Johnson. Side by side through the finish, and Omar's going to get swapped a little bit. What's going to happen? Junior Spirit just to the right of that barrier, doesn't gain any time. Gotta get that momentum. Junior Spirit's going to try and rail past him, doesn't work. Omar is holding it down in 4th place. And Junior Spirit is gonna wad it up, going down that straightaway. Omar Johnson's gonna hold on to fourth for now. See if Junior Spirit can make a charge back and try and take it from Omar. Maybe even further up past Goosey or Blitz. Goosey in third. A little bit behind the top two riders. We're gonna try and take a look at them. Steezy in eighth. Moto Patrol in 11th. Vortex in 10th. Blitz is in second. Not sure yet how far behind it. It looks like Young Blank has opened up a very large gap over YouTube Blitz. Absolute right now. Trying to get away from YouTube Blitz. Blitz, little mistake over there. Throwing it fat over that tabletop through the Kawasaki banner. Looking solid so far, but it is Young Blank who is absolutely railing right now in the first place spot. Number one, not to be messed with. FTE Moto in sixth. Eighth place Schubert Outdoors. Looks like Steezy has gotten around Schubert. Now in the seventh place spot. 12th place KD Man still struggling in the back of the pack. Spirit regrouping in fifth place. Where is Omar Johnson? Looks like Omar has a pretty big gap over Junior Spirit in fourth. Junior Spirit is gonna make another mistake, costly mistake, run into that barricade, lose a little bit more time. Young Blank, nearly flawless, absolutely flying in Moto 1 of this A-Class at the Loretta Lynn's Online Championship. Making a mistake, maybe I shouldn't spectate him. Commentary curse. Young Blank is ripping either way. Omar Johnson third. Goosey just behind him. Both riders flying. Will any of them be able to Moto win? In ninth, trying to catch up. Kawasaki rider that might. MX Goose fourth. Omar Johnson third. Can Goose get around Omar? Make the pass for a podium spot. MX Goosey, so much momentum, tripling in into the finish, nearly side by side over that triple. Slight mistake by Goosey, and Omar is going to hold on to the third place spot. Good battles going on so far in this A-Class. Goosey is going to fly off the berm and lose some time to Omar Johnson. Eighth. Patrol 11th. Vortex 9th. But still railing in second. I believe that second, third, and fourth are very close. Young Blank has a pretty significant gap, but I believe that second, third, and fourth with a couple seconds of each other, and we can that possibly. KD May down 12th spot. Spirit Infant trying to make up some ground on second, third, and fourth. Young Blank looking so smooth. Nice little scrub over that tabletop. Oppo whip going. Trying to find that momentum around the outside and launching in. So smooth. About as smooth as you can on this rough and rugged track. Loretta's is gnarly. See what the gap is between second, third, and fourth when they come through the finish. YouTube Blitz is going to be 8 seconds behind Young Blank. Goosey is going to be passed by Omar Johnson. So a gap of about 7 seconds separates second, third, and fourth. See if Omar and Goosey can make a charge at YouTube Blitz. See if Goosey can make a charge back at Omar Johnson and reclaim that third position. Goosey is hungry for that third spot. He does not want to let Omar get away. Taking different lines. Omar still maintaining that third spot. One inside. Jay battling it out with another rider. I believe that's Moto Patrol behind him. MX Goosey in fourth. Falling off slightly behind Omar. Gotta regroup and try and catch him at that podium. ninth. But still holding down a solid second in Moto 1 this Premier class. That whip, that tabletop going to Kawasaki band. Blitz is hanging it out, throwing down some hot laps. Point just first, still looking. Young Boink absolutely on rails in this class. It's going to be very tough to stop him in the next two motos. He gets a good start. He's having a solid ride in sixth. Trying to get through these giant braking bumps here at Loretta's. Food Outdoors close behind FTE though. Could make the pass on FTE in the coming laps. Junior Spirit inside the top 5, still a couple seconds behind 4th and 3rd. Closest to him is Goosey in the 4th place spot. Wants to catch Goosey. Goosey might have to make a mistake, and Junior Spirit's gonna have to stay super consistent. Rip around this S turn, gets so smooth. 3rd or 4th gear wide through it. Good. Young Boink still railing out front. Fat whip. Omar Johnson is down. Omar making a pass on YouTube Blitz for second. Big battle for second place going on between Omar Johnson and YouTube Blitz. Omar has made the pass and YouTube Blitz is trying to fire back. Omar Johnson is looking so smooth. This little Oppo whip going into the sand sweeper. Gotta stay smooth going through this rough and rugged section. Pick a line and absolutely rail it. Omar getting tossed to the side a little bit. YouTube Blitz falling off the pace just slightly. See if he can make a charge back and reclaim the second spot. MXvsATV still holding on the 4th place spot. Just a few seconds behind YouTube Blitz, it looks like. I saw him in the frame. Trying to make a charge for a podium position. MXvsATV is railing, but is going to make a mistake and fly off the berm. Looks like Omar Johnson and YouTube Blitz are back to battling. We're going to try and get to them as quick as possible without flipping through. And YouTube Blitz inside, Omar outside, and YouTube Blitz is going to make the pass, but Omar has the momentum. Omar takes it back. Omar Johnson, Blitz 2 and 3, battling it out. Who is going to make the pick? Not sure what happened to Omar. I think Omar just got reset. Blitz retakes the 2nd place spot. FTE 6th. Hubert 7th. KD 12th. Junior Spirit in 5th. Boink still on rails out front. I believe Omar Johnson did get reset. Making more mistakes, and that's going to allow Goosey to come up on him. How close is Goosey to Omar Johnson? Will he be able to step up and make a pass? Take a podium finish in Moto 1. MXvsATV absolutely railing that berm. Right on Omar Johnson. Will he be able to make the pass for 3rd? Big battle between MXvsATV and Omar Johnson. Giant braking bumps on this Loretta Lynn's track. So tough to get through them. Gotta put your head down and basically double them. Oh, and MXvsATV is gonna wad it. MXvsATV goes down and falls even further behind Omar Johnson here in Moto 1. Not much time left in this 15-lap race. See if MXvsATV can regroup again and move forward towards Omar. Easy in 9th. And solid in 9th. trying to put a couple more solid laps together and make his way up to possibly 8th or 7th. A couple guys close ahead of him. Moto Patrol in 10th. Vortex 7th, make 7th. YouTube Blitz in 3rd. YouTube Blitz must have had some mistakes going down because Omar Johnson has now made his way into the 2nd place spot. We're going to stick spectating YouTube Blitz, and we'll see if he can make his way up to Omar, possibly reclaim that 3rd place or 2nd place spot. YouTube Blitz still close behind Omar Johnson, not letting him get away. Very close. Not many laps left in this Moto 1 in the A class. Will YouTube Blitz be able to come back past Omar Johnson? Blitz, nice whip coming into that corner. That was the last lap, and Young Boink is going to take the Moto win in dominating fashion. YouTube Blitz in 3rd. Omar Johnson pretty far ahead of him. Looks like Omar will take 2nd in Moto 1 if he can hold on in this last corner. Blitz flying off the track a little bit. Still a respectable Moto by YouTube Blitz, taking the 3rd spot on the podium. I believe MXvsATV will take 4th. Get the final results when the leaderboard pops up. Moto 1 results consists of Young Boink taking the win over Omar Johnson and the rest of the field by 18 seconds. YouTube Blitz is going to take a solid 3rd. MXvsATV 4th. Junior Spirit 5th. FTE Moto in 6th. Vortex 2121 in 7th. Jupiter Outdoors in 8th. Steezy 9th. Moto Patrol 10th. Juicy J 11th. And KD Man in 12th. We're going to take a quick intermission, and we will be right back with Moto 2, the stacked A class. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are just under 2 minutes from getting Moto 2 of this absolutely stacked A-Class underway. Young Boink taking the Moto 1 win, followed by Omar Johnson making a last minute pass on YouTube Blitz, and YouTube Blitz taking third in respectable fashion, maintaining that podium finish. All three of those riders having an absolute great race. MXvsATV taking the 4th place spot, and it looks like Vortex has just left the game. Not sure if he has lagged out, what has happened, but we're going to try and get him back in the race before it starts. If he has blue screen and it does not make it back, I believe we will be counting that as a DNF, possibly a DNS. Will anybody be able to step up to the plate and challenge Young Boink for a Moto win for this championship? Young Boink winning Moto 1 by about 18 seconds in dominating fashion. Looking super solid today. Trying to make it 2 in a row this race in Moto 2. Hopefully Vortex 21 will be able to get back into this race. Like he got blue screen before the event start. Hopefully he will be able to accept an invite in time and make it on the gate for Moto 2. We are going to spectate the number 1 of Young Boink. Off the start, we're going to see how good of a jump he can get. Was about mid-pack at the start of Moto 1. Quickly made his way up in beginning laps. We'll see if he can get a better jump this time around. Young Boink launching off the start, but Junior Spirit is going to be the one that's going to... Oh, and Young Boink, quick reset. Number 1 of Young Boink now in 11th off the start. Quickly making his way through the pack. He's about mid-pack right now. He can stay consistent. He should have no problems making his way up front. But I believe it is the number 4 of Junior Spirit out front right now. We're going to take a look at that Young Boink. So much momentum coming in the 10 Commandments. KD Man back in 11th. FTE Moto in 2nd, and it is the number 4 of Junior Spirit out front leading the way. Much better start by Junior Spirit. This time around, we'll see if he can make a gap from the rest of this pack. Possibly get a Moto win under his belt. Moto gets slingshotted off the track. Big mistake by FTE Moto, and that's going to allow Omar Johnson past FTE Moto. FTE Moto running in 3rd, solid on this first lap. Omar Johnson makes a slight mistake, doesn't really affect him. He's going for that pass for the lead on Junior Spirit. Where is Young Boink? Young Boink in 5th, trying to make a pass on Steezy, and he does. Absolutely rails around that berm. Young Boink is on the move. Moto 1 winner looking to charge to the front of this pack and get back in 1st place. The Young Boink, big mistake, hitting that red barrier. Regroups pretty quick though. Continuing on the move, trying to get back up to the front of this pack. 1st place position. While there's a 3-way battle up first, we're going to go check that out. FTE Moto and Omar Johnson side by side going into that berm. Omar Johnson, spectacular momentum going through the 10 Commandments. And he does make the pass on Junior Spirit. Junior Spirit is passed by FTE Moto and Omar Johnson. Omar Johnson now leading the way, and FTE Moto is also on rails in 2nd place. It is not done yet. He's in 3rd place, trying to come back and reclaim the position. Omar Johnson now out front. Looks like he is absolutely railing, already forming a gap on FTE Moto and the rest of this pack. Will Omar Johnson be able to win Moto 2? Young Boink coming into Moto 3. on the second lap. Plenty of time to go. Omar Johnson is setting himself up really nice for the rest of this race. Moto and Junior Spirit with fat whips over that tabletop going into the sand sweeper. All looking good, real well. Moto in second. Omar Johnson starting to form a gap on these riders. Omar Johnson coming through the finish. FTE Moto 3.11 seconds behind, going on to lap 3. Junior Spirit is in fourth, and it looks like Young Boink is falling. Oh no, just excuse me. Young Boink is past Junior Spirit. I thought Young Boink had crashed. Oh, Junior Spirit nearly taking out Young Boink. I had thought that Young Boink had fallen off and lost a bunch of positions, but it looks like he is clicking along just fine. Young Boink trying to make the pass for second on FTE Moto. Oh, and FTE Moto is going to launch him off the track, allowing Junior Spirit make the pass going through the 10 Commandments. Young Boink in fourth, and Junior Spirit makes a mistake, allowing Young Boink to get by into third. Young Boink in third. Eyes set on FTE Moto and Omar Johnson, all in close proximity. Moto 1 winner, Young Boink. Oh, crazy line by Young Boink. Tire tapping, landing on top, and he's going to bounce off the tree. Big mistake by Young Boink. Crazy line prior to that, however. Young Boink is a force to be reckoned with in these motos. Here bouncing off to the outside a little bit. Young Boink is in third. Eyes set still on FTE Moto and Omar Johnson, who is in the lead. FTE Moto, big mistake. That's going to allow Young Boink to go right around him. Young Boink now in second. Eyes set on Omar Johnson. He is going for that first place position early. Omar Johnson, a little bit of a mistake, and that's going to allow Young Boink to get right up on his back tire. Young Boink. Oh, off the track. Young Boink, quick reset. Doesn't lose too much time. Still in second place, but it is Junior Spirit in third place, making the pass on FTE, and right on Young Boink's back tire. Three of the best guys on PS4, 1, 2, and 3, trying to make a charge for that first place spot. Both riders, 2 and 3, throwing a nice whip over that tree jump. Young Boink getting sketchy. That might allow Junior Spirit to make the pass. Boink still holding the second place position, looking pretty good so far. Gotta find that consistency and get up to Omar Johnson and try and make that pass if he wants to take the Moto 2 win. Young Boink, nice and smooth through that inside rut, throwing it absolutely sideways over that tabletop. Young Boink, style for days. Boink looks so smooth, but isn't really catching Omar Johnson. Omar still holding a pretty solid gap over the Moto 1 winner, Young Boink. See what he can do in the coming laps. Still plenty of time in this moto for Young Boink to catch up to Omar and make a pass. Like the number 13 of FTE Moto has passed back Junior Spirit coming through the finish, is now sitting in third. Boink ripping around that outside, as well as Omar Johnson, two of the fastest riders on PS4 1 and 2, putting on a show for this live stream. Crazy battle about to happen. Young Boink nearly smoking that tree, and Young Boink, absolute crazy momentum, trying to go around the outside of Omar Johnson. Can he do it? And he is going to quad in. Super fast line that he just took, and he now has the lead, passing Omar Johnson. Sick line by a Young Boink for the pass for the lead. Will Omar Johnson be able to answer back against that pass that Young Boink just made? Will Young Boink start pulling away from the rest of the field like he did in Moto 1? Quadding into the sand sweeper, making a little bit of a mistake, still holding down that first spot. Omar Johnson's still pretty close. Looks like he slid out a little bit in that rut. Oh, Young Boink over the bars. Big crash by Young Boink. That's going to allow Omar Johnson to go back around him. Omar Johnson inside, Young Boink outside. Who's going to have the momentum? Looks like Omar's going to keep that number 1 spot. Young Boink makes the pass. Side by side going down that straightaway. Who's going to get there first? Omar Johnson's going to get launched off the track. Young Boink back into first place. Heated battle going on between these two guys. Young Boink in first. We're going to take a look back at some of the other riders. Steezy back in 7th. Having another solid ride. I believe that was Moto Patrol behind them. Jay in 2nd place is Omar, still hot on Young Boink's tire. Will he be able to answer back and take the Moto 2 win? Take a little bit back. MXvsATV and YouTube Blitz having a heated battle for the 4th place spot. YouTube Blitz was 3rd in Moto 1, now sitting in 6th. Goosey was 4th. Will these riders able to catch up to any of the riders in front of them? Blitz definitely going to want to try and get up there after that podium finish in Moto 1. Back in 8th. Hubert Outdoors 11th. Battle for 3rd going on between FTE Moto and Junior Spirit. Both guys railing, trying to challenge for that top 3 spot. They're outside FTE maintaining the inside rut. Big battle going on for that podium spot here in Moto 2. Junior Spirit trying to make the pass on FTE Moto and make it stick. What is going on towards the front of the pack? MXvsATV in 5th. FTE Moto 3rd still. It looks like Young Boink has formed a little bit of a gap over Omar Johnson. Kitty Man in 10th trying to pass Juicy J for 9th. Like Juicy J is going to maintain it going through the 10 Commandment. Young Boink first place. Moto 2, nice little scrub going into this corner. Looks like he has opened up a bit of a lead over Omar Johnson. Dominating again so far in Moto 2. Omar Johnson, will he be able to come back and make a pass on Boink for the Moto 2 win? Gonna be tough with how Young Boink is riding right now. Looks so smooth. Gap between the two, 3.8 seconds, not too much. Definitely room for Omar Johnson to come back and make a pass if Young Boink makes a mistake, kind of like he just did. Getting a little squirrely, that might allow Omar Johnson to get back up about a second closer. Boink. Railing. Steezy in 7th. UCJ 10th. 2nd is Omar Johnson, just a little bit more than the length of that S-curve behind Young Boink. Still capable of capitalizing on a mistake if Young Boink crashes. Blitz in 5th, trying to challenge Junior Spirit for that 4th place spot, and FTE Moto. Nice little battle for 3rd going on between these 3 guys. Oh, and YouTube Blitz is going to smoke the tree and go down. Allow MXvsATV to take that inside and get around them. Big mistake by YouTube Blitz is going to be costly. Looks like we could have a nice battle going on between these 4 guys. YouTube Blitz. Bumping, jumping, getting the huckabuck, trying to find consistency to make his way past some of these riders. He definitely has the speed. Johnson still holding it down in 2nd, still pretty close to Young Boink. Bill could make a move on him if he makes a mistake. Race is not yet over. There's still some laps left in this Moto 2. Jay holding down 10th. 7th place is Steezy. How close is he to 6th place? Not anybody in sight as of now. See if Steezy will be able to catch up to the 6th place rider by the end of the race. Overall, having a pretty solid moto here in 7th. Steezy coming from the Xbox community over here to race with the PS4 guys, doing a solid job here in 7th. Day 10th. Mark Johnson in 2nd. Still close to Young Boink. 6th place is YouTube Blitz still. Looks like he has fallen off the pace a bit behind MXvsATV, Junior Spirit, and FTE. Still plenty of time, like I said, for these riders to make some moves and get back up and start battling some more. YouTube Blitz, one of the fastest guys in the game, fastest guys in this A-class. Definitely has the speed to run with the top guys. Nice little scrub by YouTube Blitz. We're going to get back up 5th, 4th, and maybe 3rd. 8th place, Moto Patrol battling with KD Man, and I believe that's Steezy right in front of them. Food Outdoors in 11th. Junior Spirit and FTE having a battle for the podium spot 3rd. Back and forth they go. Like FTE is going to go outside, Junior Spirit inside. Who's going to have it? FTE with momentum around the outside. Spirit is not done yet, though. He is doing all that he can to make this move on FTE and make it stick. Junior Spirit outside, FTE inside. Who's going to have the momentum? Junior Spirit getting close. Really close. Junior Spirit trying to get that momentum going into the 10 Commandments. They are both very similar going through that section. Nice battle going on between these two guys, two of the fastest in the game. FTE, big mistake. Junior Spirit's going to go inside. Is he going to make the pass? It looks like he might inside FTE. FTE has the momentum. Both riders side by side. Junior Spirit's going to case it, and that's going to allow FTE to get a little bit of breathing room. Real quick, we're going to go back up to the front of the pack and see how Omar Johnson and Young Boink are doing. Looks like Young Boink still holding the lead, and find out what the gap is when he comes to the finish line. Young Boink come through the finish in 1st, followed by Omar Johnson just 2.66 seconds behind Young Boink. Very close race between these two. One mistake by Young Boink could be costly and allow Omar Johnson to rip around him. Omar ripping around that berm. Looking good. Both of these riders so fast. Omar Johnson with a little bit of a mistake, causing him to bounce to the outside rut. Focus looks like he's going to make a big mistake, causing him to hit those tough blocks. Not much momentum going through the 10 Commandments, and that is going to allow Young Boink to pull away so slightly. Young Boink, all that he can to stay up front, minimize mistakes. Looks like Blitz, though, is coming up on MXvsATV. Blitz trying to get into that top 5 spot. Goosey in front of him, Junior Spirit in front of Goosey in 4th, and I believe FD still holding down the 3rd place spot in here in Moto 2. Well, 11th. 4th place, Junior Spirit. Looks like FTE has opened up a slight gap over Junior Spirit here in Moto 2. Just about a corner separates the two. The Junior Spirit can regroup, make a charge towards FTE by the end of this race. Everybody in this lobby is absolutely flying. Junior Spirit with a slight mistake. Still pretty close to FTE. MXvsATV and YouTube Blitz continuing to battle for that 5th place spot. Goosey is also coming up on Junior Spirit. Real quick, we're going to take a look at Omar and double check on them, see what's going on. Gotten closer. Easy in 8th. 9th is Juicy J in 2nd. Omar Johnson, how far behind is Link? I believe he is pretty far. Cannot see Young Boink even past the tree jump, so it looks like Young Boink has a pretty solid lead as of now. We're going to take a look back. YouTube Blitz, and it looks like Junior Spirit. YouTube Blitz has got around Goosey. YouTube Blitz is looking to make a pass on Junior Spirit and maybe FT. YouTube Blitz around that outside, trying to make the pass on FTE. Nearly gets it. Looks like he is going to. Side by side, going through the Thor sweeper. Junior Spirit in third right now. YouTube Blitz and FTE back and forth. All three of these riders going back and forth. Might be experiencing some light stream lag. Guys are jumping around on my screen, not sure if that's how it is for you guys. Should clear up momentarily and we will get back to the racing. Like YouTube Blitz is in fourth place. Just in front of him, Junior Spirit holding down third. It looks like Junior Spirit is going to make a big mistake allowing YouTube Blitz to go around him after Junior Spirit has flown off the track. Blitz has found himself back into the third place position where he was when he finished in Moto 1. We'll see if Junior Spirit can bounce back and take it back from YouTube Blitz. YouTube Blitz is going to form a gap and run away with that podium position once again. So in 8th. Behind him is Juicy J. 10th place is Schubert Outdoors. It looks like he gained a position. 4th place, Junior Spirit, trying to come back and pass YouTube Blitz for 3rd place. Junior Spirit wadding it, flat landing into that sand sweeper. Gonna lose a little bit of time to YouTube Blitz towards the end of this race. Back up towards the front of the pack. It looks like Goosey. Not sure why Goosey is in 11th. I believe Goosey may have gotten his position glitched out. I believe Goosey is running 5th right now. Might have to make note of that if the host can hear me. Have to double check and see if Goosey got the position glitch. Right now it says he's 11th, but I believe he is running 5th behind Junior Spirit, who is... have to check that. Junior Spirit running the 4th place spot just behind YouTube Blitz. We're out the 10th, 9th place Moto. Looks like Juicy J has passed Moto for 8th place spot, but Moto is going to try and bounce back, reclaim that spot. YouTube Blitz in 3rd. 2nd place is Omar Johnson bouncing across these ruts. Boink slightly ahead of him, trying to take the Moto 2 win, solidify his championship opportunity. We are nearing the end of the A-Class Moto 2. Young Boink leads the way with Omar Johnson 8.37 seconds behind. I believe YouTube Blitz should be in 3rd as they come through the finish. Blitz is just getting to the finish line in 3rd place. Good comeback by Blitz so far. See if he can maintain that 3rd place spot for the rest of this moto. Moto Patrol 8th, Juicy J 9th. 10th place is Schubert. 4th place, Junior Spirit. How far behind Blitz is Junior Spirit? Not too far behind. Junior Spirit has YouTube Blitz in his sights. Might be able to make a pass for that podium position if Blitz makes a big mistake. Junior Spirit ripping through that S-turn. Coming up quick on YouTube Blitz. YouTube Blitz has got to hold on if he wants to keep that 3rd place spot because Junior Spirit is coming quick. He wants that podium position from YouTube Blitz. It looks like Young Boink is going to take the Moto 2 win. Omar Johnson will take 2nd place. Junior Spirit just might fall short of that podium spot here in the second moto. As long as YouTube Blitz stays consistent, and Junior Spirit is going to go over the bars. And MXvsATV is going to go around Junior Spirit just about the last corner. Says MXvsATV is 11th, but I believe he just made the pass for 4th on Junior Spirit. I think Junior Spirit is going to take 5th place that moto. We're going to find out here on the leaderboards. Young Boink is going to take the Moto 2 win, just 7.7 seconds ahead of Omar. YouTube Blitz is going to take 3rd place once again. Shows up as Junior Spirit in 4th, but I believe that MXvsATV got the position glitch. So we're going to have to take a look at that. Goosey should have gotten 4th this moto. Junior Spirit 5th. FTE 6th. KD Man 7th. Easy 8th. 9th should be Schubert Outdoors. 10th Moto Patrol. 11th Juicy J. We're going to have to take a look at Goosey with that possible position glitch. I'm going to take a quick intermission, and we will be back for the 3rd and final moto A-Class here at the PS4 side of the Loretta Lynn's online channel. Welcome back, everybody. Just under a minute before we get the third and final moto of the A class on the PS4 side of this championship underway. Young Boink so far going 1-1, Omar Johnson going 2-2, and Blitz so far going 3-3. Will anybody be able to challenge Boink again in this moto and take the Moto 3 win? Or will Young Boink sweep the PS4 A class, become the first ever champion in the first ever Loretta Lynn's online championship? 20 seconds to go, and we are going to get the riders on the gate, and the gate dropped. Solid ride in Moto 2 by Junior Spirit, managed to come back, get a solid top 5 finish. Riders are now on the gate. 30-second board is going up, and we are about to let it go down. We're going to be spectating Moto 1 and 2 winner Young Boink on this hole shot. See how good of a start he can get. Right next to Omar Johnson on the left, Junior Spirit on his right. Hits the gate. Young Boink is going to be last off the start. See if he will catch up. Into drone cam will find a better view to watch these battles. Young Boink slingshotted off the side of the track. But take a look up front and see what is going down over here. Like Goosey back in 10th, Young Boink right behind him. Junior Spirit also in the back of the pack. Who is out front? Junior Spirit in 10th. Omar Johnson, another solid start in second. Who is that in first? Out front. I believe that might be FTE Moto out front. Find out if Omar Johnson can get a little bit closer. Right now, whoever's out front looks like they are on rails trying to get a bit of a lead on this opening lap of Moto 3. YouTube Blitz in third, trying to make a charge towards the 1 and 2 position here in Moto 3 in this A class. Easy back in 11th, trying to get past Juicy J, move forward in Moto 3. This FTE Moto 3 leader on lap 1 flies off the track. That's going to allow Omar Johnson and YouTube Blitz to get closer. Coming through the finish, and Omar Johnson is just half a second behind him. Just half a second behind is YouTube Blitz. 3 guys going into one corner. YouTube Blitz, FTE trying to bounce back and take that first place position back, but it is Omar Johnson who is making it stick. YouTube Blitz, FTE coming on the inside, switching to the outside, going around the outside, trying to carry that momentum, but it's YouTube Blitz who gets a great run and is going to make the pass on FTE Moto. FTE Moto now in third, and it looks like YouTube Blitz is challenging for that first place spot. Young Boink already up into fifth, and Shoot Outdoors who is in fourth. I have to try and make quick work of Shoot Outdoors, and Young Boink is going to hit the tree and crash, losing about 4 positions. Rough go for Young Boink on these opening laps. MXvsATV in 6th. I believe that is Moto Patrol just in front of him. He's had a pretty solid, consistent day. He's going to try push forward and get a better finish in Moto 3. He's got Katie Man and Moto 1 and 2 winner Young Boink just behind him. Art Johnson, YouTube Blitz battling it out for the first place spot, but YouTube Blitz has the momentum. Slight mistake by Blitz. He's going to go inside and is going to take the spot just maybe from Omar Johnson. Side by side through the finish. YouTube Blitz, Omar Johnson back in 4th, battling it out for this first place spot on the 3rd lap. Gapping him just a little bit going down that straightaway. Blitz absolutely railing that berm. Looked good coming through the pack. Not the pack, coming through that straightaway. Easy in 10th. Struggling a little bit. Not sure behind them in 11th. Looks like FTE is in 3rd though. 5th place is Moto Patrol, and I believe that is Moto 1 and 2 winner Young Boink right behind him. Young Boink has got his work cut out for him in these opening laps if he wants to try and get back up to the front and sweep this A class. I believe that was MXvsATV that just crashed, allowing Moto Patrol and Young Boink to get around him. Good start by Moto Patrol. Boink hot on his trail, however. Wadding in Young Boink. Crazy line. Young Boink is going to go around the outside, and he's going to take the position going on the Thor sweeper. Taking it from Moto Patrol, Young Boink now moves into 4th, and MXvsATV is coming into the picture, trying to challenge for that top 5 spot. UCJ in 8th. Young Boink now in 4th with his eyes set on FTE Moto, Omar Johnson, and YouTube Blitz. Who is going to come through the finish line in 1st? KD Man and Steezy. Looks like the number 8 of Omar Johnson coming through the finish line in 1st. FTE in 2nd. 10th place is going to be YouTube Blitz, followed by the number 1 of Young Boink in 4th. The number 5 of Moto Patrol is going to be 5th, but Young Boink goes down, and that's going to allow Goosey and Moto Patrol to catch back up to him. Young Boink needs to get up into the pack. He wants to continue his shot at this championship. As they are right now, although it is only the 4th lap, I believe the championship would go to Omar Johnson, with Young Boink being in 4th. Omar Johnson putting himself in a very good position this 3rd moto to try and take that championship from Young Boink. Young Boink, however, is on a move on YouTube Blitz's back tire, trying to make that pass. Crazy line he takes once again. Both of them scrubbing over that tabletop going into the Thor sand sweeper. Young Boink trying to make quick work of YouTube Blitz and get into a position that will set him up nicely to claim this championship. Oh, Young Boink, gotta slow down there. Bit of a line off the track, Young Boink. Oh, and YouTube Blitz throws too fat of a whip. Couldn't bring it back in time. Risky move by YouTube Blitz, and it cost him. Ninth with KD Man right behind him. FTE Moto, solid ride. Up in the 2nd place spot. Oh, crashes twice in the same corner. Gotta be careful of that. That's gonna allow Omar Johnson to pull away just a little bit. However, FTE Moto has been pretty solid all day today. Now sitting in the 2nd place spot here in Moto 3, setting himself up for a really nice overall if he can stay up here by the end of the race. Omar Johnson out front with a solid lead. FTE Moto. Oh, FTE Moto is going to hit the barricade and struggle. Young Boink is going to go right around him. YouTube Blitz to follow. Nice little scrub by FTE, followed by YouTube Blitz. Both riders trying to take the same line, but they're going to bounce out, and FTE is going to get reset. That's going to allow Blitz to go around him and Goosey to get even closer. FTE holding down 3rd place, trying to keep YouTube Blitz away. Both riders side by side, going down the straightaway. Who's going to get it? YouTube Blitz has the inside. FTE is going for the smooth line. FTE is going to have the momentum, and he is going to take it from YouTube Blitz. MXvsATV, nice and smooth through that line. FTE, big mistake, and that's going to allow Blitz and Goosey to go around him. Blitz now in 3rd, Goosey in 4th. Goosey trying to get into that podium position. Moto Patrol pretty close behind as well in 6th. Omar Johnson going through the finish in 1st, followed by Young Boink. Then Blitz, then MXvsATV. Juicy J is now in 7th. Boink set on catching Omar Johnson. Trying to sweep the A-Class here at the Loretta Wins Online Championship. Nice speed by both of those guys. Oh, the Observer needs to get off the track, not sure. Looks like he's too close, yep. Observer's got to go farther off the track. That was almost costly to some of these riders. MXvsATV now in 4th. YouTube Blitz 3rd. Can MXvsATV pass YouTube Blitz? Get a podium finish here in Moto 3. And catch up to some guys in front. 7th place is had a rough start this moto. Fighting Anyway, that was kind of odd thing. 7th. Moto Patrol. Omar Johnson. Oh, Omar has been in first. But it looks like Young Boink is closing the gap even further. YouTube Blitz. 5 seconds behind Young Boink. 6 seconds behind Omar Johnson. Easy in 10th. FTE in 5th. Trying to catch back up to MXvsATV. Still 6th. Pretty close behind as well. Young Boink still in 2nd place. Trying to rail that outside and gain more momentum on Omar and Johnson, and it looks like that is what's going to happen. But Young Boink makes a little bit of a mistake in that corner. Going to lose more time to Omar Johnson. Going to have to restart all over. Another mistake by Young Boink here in Moto 3. Omar Johnson still looks like he's gaining a little bit of time. Young Boink once again doing that crazy quad line, super fast line that he's been taking for most of these laps here in these last 3 motos. Track is really starting to get beat up going down that Thor sweeper. Deep ruts, giant braking bumps. Gotta find the smooth line. Young Boink, nice stroke, right behind Omar Johnson. Went through the Kawasaki banner. Both riders absolutely flying today. AD man back in 8th. MXvsATV in 4th. How far behind is he from Blitz? Not too far behind. Only about 2 seconds separate 3rd and 4th. Goosey definitely wants to try and get in to a podium spot at least one of these motos. He wants to do that. Now is his time here in Moto 3. He has the chance just behind YouTube Blitz. Like we got a battle going on in the lead. Young Boink and Omar Johnson, 1st and 2nd. The number 1 of Young Boink trying to make that push for the 1st position. But Omar Johnson is not making it easy, but a big mistake is going to allow Young Boink to get right back up on his back tire. Both of these guys are absolutely hauling today. Young Boink and Omar both ripped that outside. Young Boink trying to hit that quad again, cases it a little bit. Still makes it work pretty well. Omar Johnson definitely holding his own here in Moto 3. Trying to get a moto win under his belt here in the Loretta Lynn's online championship. Young Boink, little mistake. Off the track, doesn't lose too much time to Omar, but Omar makes a mistake himself. Both of these riders pushing it to the limits, trying to find some traction and stay smooth through these rough and rutted conditions here at Loretta's. AD man in 8th trying to make a pass on Moto Patrol in 7th. Both guys hauling. MXvsATV in 4th. A little bit of ways behind Blitz. Still has him in his sights and could definitely make a move for that podium spot if he stays consistent. Outdoors 11th. Junior Spirit in 6th. Lead FTE Moto is right in front of him, but Junior Spirit is gonna fly off the berm. Big mistake by Junior Spirit. Gotta stay consistent. He wants to catch up to the 5th place rider, which I believe is FTE Moto. Spirit inside line. Omar Johnson still holding down that first place spot. The Young Boink finding that smooth line is getting close and is ready to make a move on Omar. Tries the far inside. Young Boink and Omar Johnson back and forth. Like Young Boink has made the pass on Omar Johnson. Omar Johnson trying to bounce back and reclaim that 1st place spot from Moto 1 and 2 winner Young Boink. is not going to be an easy task. Young Boink is now out front and has a clear track ahead of him. Omar Johnson getting a little swappy going with that. Omar inside, Young Boink out, but Omar is going to get bounced super hard. There's a ton of time to Young Boink. Omar Johnson ripping through that S-turn, trying to make up some ground, back on Young Boink. Both guys absolutely hauling, and Young Boink crashes. That's going to allow Omar to make the pass on Young Boink, but Young Boink says, no way, I'm coming back, that is my spot. Young Boink makes the pass again, launching that triple, reclaiming the first place spot over Omar Johnson. Both of these guys absolutely hauling. Your first place qualifier from the 3 qualifying sessions and your 8th fastest qualifier absolutely duking it out here in Moto 3 of the PS4 A-Class on the Loretta Lynn's Online Championship. Both guys pushing it to the limits on this game. Omar Johnson trying to come back and get a Moto win under his belt, but looks like he's going to make a little bit of a mistake. All about another second or so behind Young Boink. About 2.2 seconds separating Omar and Young Boink. The 2 Blitz and Goosey still pretty close behind. Don't count them out. If Omar and Boink continue to make mistakes, you could definitely see YouTube Blitz, and Young Boink reset twice in the same corner. Omar Johnson making the pass once again. A little bit of a tough lap from Young Boink so far. Getting reset twice in the same corner. Omar Johnson and Young Boink side by side going down the straightaway, and it's going to be Young Boink getting to the corner first. Omar Johnson still close behind. Wants to get a Moto win here in Moto 3. Young Boink is not making it easy though. He is number 1 for a reason. He has won the last 2 motos, and he wants to sweep this A-Class. Johnson trying to find a smooth line going through the Thor sweeper. Launching into the corner. Nice and smooth through that inside line. Omar Johnson throwing it fat over that tabletop. Still so close to Young Boink and capable of making a move on first place. Gotta minimize the mistakes if you want to get up to Young Boink. 2.2 seconds when they came around the last lap. Now 1.97 seconds. Omar slightly faster that lap. Possibly due to Young Boink getting reset twice in the corner right here. However, it looks like Young Boink is starting to gap Omar just a little bit more. Both riders absolutely flying, but YouTube Blitz right behind Omar Johnson, only about a second and a half or 2 behind. He himself getting a second place finish here in Moto 3. Take a look back at YouTube Blitz. He is halfway through the 10 Commandments. Pretty close behind Omar Johnson. Stays at it. He could challenge Omar for second place here in Moto 3. Right up that corner. Nice YouTube Blitz. Crippling into that corner. Looks like Omar has made a mistake, and YouTube Blitz is going to come right on the back tire of Omar Johnson. YouTube Blitz here in the final laps of Moto 3 is absolutely flying, trying to take that second place spot from Omar Johnson. Meanwhile, Young Boink opening up a larger gap, looking to take Moto 3 win and the sweep here at the Loretta Lynn's Online Championship in the A-Class. YouTube Blitz has to triple going into the sand sweeper. Both of these riders are hanging it out, trying to stay in front of one another. Like a couple. Oh, and Omar goes down. That is going to allow the number 10 YouTube Blitz to go around Omar. But Omar Johnson is coming back fast. Omar inside, YouTube Blitz outside. Who's going to have the momentum? It looks like YouTube Blitz is going to maintain it, but Omar goes inside. Great battle between second and third. YouTube Blitz finds that nice rut, rips through it. Omar Johnson just behind him. Omar goes inside again. YouTube Blitz outside. Blitz ripping down the straightaway, has the momentum through those big braking bumps. Just right behind each other, going through the 10 Commandments. Omar is not going to let this stand. He's trying to bounce back and reclaim that position. YouTube Blitz now in second place with Omar close behind. YouTube Blitz throwing a fat whip over the tree jump. But Omar back around him. It looks like, oh, and Omar, big mistake. Omar gets reset and is going to allow YouTube Blitz a pretty big lead in second place. Oh, YouTube Blitz, big mistake himself, hits the yellow barrier, and now Goosey is in the picture. Three-way battle for second place. Goosey wants a better finish here in Moto 3, and he is going to go for it 3 wide in that corner. YouTube Blitz, big mistake. That's allowing Omar and Goosey to get past him. Who's going to have the drive going under the Kawasaki banner? It looks like YouTube Blitz, he might get reset, just makes it. YouTube Blitz in that inside, absolutely railing it. Three-way battle for second place right now here in the final laps of the A-Class Moto 3. YouTube Blitz in second, just behind them. Omar and Goosey are duking it out. Third and fourth. Trying to take a quick look back. It looks like Omar is now in fourth. Goosey just in front of him. Goosey trying to make his way up to YouTube Blitz. Having a pretty solid Moto 3, but Omar Johnson is not going to let it slide that easy. He's going around the outside trying to make the pass back on MX Goosey. Both riders going outside. Pretty smooth around that rut. See if Goosey can come back, take a shot at a second place finish here in Moto 3. Two, 3, and 4. These riders are absolutely hauling. Who is going to take second place here in Moto 3? Omar Johnson up, leading much of this race. MX Goosey goes down, allowing Omar to go past. Like I was saying, Omar was leading much of this race, fell back to second. Looks like a couple mistakes have allowed MX Goosey and YouTube Blitz to get around him. MX Goosey trying to make the pass back. Goosey. Really nice line by Goosey. Omar got to get back on the track. A little bit of a struggle here in the final lap for Omar, jumping around. The nerves might be getting to him. Way it stands now with Omar Johnson in fourth, I believe that YouTube Blitz would take second overall in the championship if this is how they finished. With Blitz going 3.32, that is 8. Omar Johnson going 2.24, that is also 8. YouTube Blitz would have the better finish in the third moto. If Omar Johnson wants to take second place, I believe he has to try and make a pass back on MX Goosey. Omar Johnson doing so well. Moto 1 and 2 and the beginning of this moto. Falling back a little bit here towards the end of Moto 3. Gotta bounce back, make a pass on MX Goosey or YouTube Blitz if he wants to take second overall home in this championship. And it looks like he is going to make a pass back on MX Goosey. Not sure what happened to Goosey there. Possibly reset pretty hard. That is going to allow Omar Johnson get back into third place and reclaim second overall here in this championship in the A-Class on PS4. See if Goosey can bounce back. Take a look towards the front of the pack. Young Boink, where is he? Your leader, Young Boink, coming around the final corner. Is he gonna do it? Is this the final lap? Young Boink, tire tapping every single jump, taking the moto win and possibly the championship. Not possibly, definitely taking the championship in dominating fashion. Young Boink going 1-1-1. Young Boink is your PS4 Loretta Lynn's online championship A-Class champion. Dominating fashion, sweeping every moto. He is the number one for a reason. Young Boink absolutely killing it today. YouTube Blitz, Omar Johnson, and Goosey, solid rides all around. Motos 1, 2, 3. Young Boink is going to take Moto 3 win and the championship for the A-Class here on PS4. Omar Johnson looks like he got back into the second place spot and is going to take second overall. YouTube Blitz going 3.33 is going to take third. Goosey fourth in Moto 3, Junior Spirit fifth. FTE 6th, Moto 7th. KD Man 8th, Steezy 9th, 10th is Juicy J, and 11th is Shoot Outdoors. that concludes every race for the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. It has been quite the run over the course of the last month. So many great competitors. Awesome racing all around. The last 2 days have been absolutely insane, watching everybody throw it down. Big thank you to everybody that tried to qualify, everybody that raced today, all the support throughout the last 4 weeks. Everybody has done a great job. Thank you to our partners, MXvsATV, Rainbow Studios, THQ Nordic, and MX Sports for helping us out in this tournament, putting up some awesome prizes for everybody in the top 5 for each class to have a chance at winning. It's super awesome. So many guys stepped it up. Lobbies have been bumping. Now Moto 3 of the A class on PS4 is over. That concludes the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. Thank you to you all. Congratulations to all of our champions last 2 days, and congratulations to all our competitors as a whole. Those of you that are still here, it looks like they are getting a group picture here in the A class on PS4. Every single one of these competitors has got to be proud of themselves. Everybody did a great job throughout the duration of this tournament. Congratulations to Young Boink, the #1 qualifier, for sweeping the A class on PS4, going 1-1-1, dominating fashion. Great job again to Young Boink and all of our competitors here in the A class on PS4, as well as B and C on PS4, and all those that competed in A, B, and C box. That is going to conclude our stream. Thank you to all you guys that tuned in the course of the last 2 days. You can re-watch all the motos, every heat, every LCQ, all 3 motos for each class on both consoles on our YouTube if you'd like. They will be posted. Again, thank you to you guys for all the support. Have a good rest of your night.